Yo, what's up? In this video, I'm gonna talk about Angela Staten, whatever her name, and among other things. Today was my first week. My first day of vacation. Like I said in the other video, the last video, that I was gonna clean up and everything, but I didn't. You know, I woke up. I didn't even go to the gym. My leg still sore from Wednesday. Um, like I've been saying, like this is like my third week going back to the gym regularly. So I thought, well, I've been in the gym. I did leg day 2 days now. So I'm the third day, which was last Wednesday. I'm gonna add more weight. I'm gonna add the weight that I was used to be doing as far as leg day. You know, Bad idea. Cause yesterday around the time I was doing the well, before that, like in the morning, like Thursday morning, I got up and I was going to the gym, but my legs were burning up on Thursday. You know, I trying, like, not my bottom, like my calves or not anything. I'm talking about my, the upper part of my leg. Cause I was doing squats and stuff. I put more weight. I should have just eased on like I do the bench press. And I was thinking, all right, well, since it's the legs, it's not that stressing. But my legs are burning up. My upper, the thigh part. Like muscle soreness. It was like that yesterday. When I was doing the chat, like the live screen all day. I was walking slowly. You know, it still hurt. You know, cause he don't know what he talking about. You know, and he a role player. Uh, so today I got up. I like, well, it should, cause the same thing with my arms. Like, my upper body was sore that first week that I started back, but by the third or second or third day, it was gone. So I thought it was gonna be the same with my legs, but my legs still sore. It's still sore now. Get your suit. Oh yeah, the boy had suit on. I remember that. They had a suit on. You know. I said, boy, but Blitz had them other guys doing anything. I don't even have a suit. Like with the blazer or whatever, I got shirt and ties. For different stuff. But and some slacks, for that match it, and dress shoes for shirt and ties. But I don't have a blazer. I think last time I had a blazer, I was like a little kid, a little boy, like 8 years old or so. Last time I had a dress coat like that, usually I just wear the shirt and tie. And then if it's cold, I just put on my zip up hoodie, you know. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Them boys had suit ons. I said, man, y'all iron the suit. And then you would think, well, the bottom part, they just probably got sweatpants on and shorts. Because, we can't see their pants. They so stupid. They probably got the shoes and the pants on. Because a lot of them people on shows, they do that. Like, they'll wear jeans, but the top part look like a suit. But the difference is, they getting paid to do it. They on TV doing it, I would never wear no suit for unless I'm doing a live and I'm going somewhere where I need to wear a shirt and tie. But I ain't finna wear no shirt and tie for no for this. You know. Yeah, they probably got them tailor made. I think I did a little cartoon about it, about them wearing the suits. You know. You know when I used to do the Blitz guy cartoon. Yeah, yeah, man. But she, you know, cause I didn't know who she was. You know, I watched the Amazing Lucas and he was talking about it. And you know, I don't watch the Breakfast Club cause them guys idiots. You know, and but you know, I checked it out last night. You know, when I got off with y'all, you know, I wasn't really sleeping still, even though it was like midnight, after midnight. So I just watched that. It was like an hour. That Angela Yee or Lee or whatever her name, she's stupid. You know. The lady, yeah, I could put it back. I put most of that stuff on Pride, but I could put the cartoons back up. You know, if you want to see it. No, I don't like no Charlemagne the God. You know, I like the fact that you know he say what he feel. That okay. The thing I like about him, like the guests don't, if the guests be there, he don't, you know, try to kiss their butt and stuff. If he didn't like them before, he'll say it to their face. That's probably it. You know. But anyway, she ate they lunch yesterday. Well, whatever they I saw it yesterday, but whenever she was on there, and okay, I will. Yeah, bird. Now that Birdman thing was funny too. What going on, Avery? That Birdman thing was funny too. You know, and you know, cause you know I'm gonna be skipping along. That ain't gonna be the only thing I talk about, but you know, she was like, you know, the kid teaching the kids about sexual preference and all that young, and that stupid Angela lady, the host, she talked so you know it'll teach them to be happy and stuff. I like okay, you know, they want to be happy by you know being who they are. I said, well, that's fine, but not at 3. You know, if it make them happy. For a 5-year-old, you know, at 5, when we saw a naked woman like on a show or a movie or something, we either laugh it or go ooh, but we do that when we see naked people on the TV by mistake or something. But we mature enough to know what gay and all this other stuff is. You know, I didn't know what gay was. You know, I didn't know what lesbian was. You know, cause you know they just were being what's the word I'm looking for? Contrarians. Cause you know she was saying everything she was saying was pretty much true. And if they did have an objection, they didn't make any sense. You know. I mean, come on, man. You 5 years old. They shouldn't be learning anything about no gay and all this other stuff. You know, cause they'll flip out them same 3 if they had children. And I go up, well, not me. If somebody go up to them and start talking to them about. Let's see. And but if I wish you would have said this about heterosexual sex. They too young to learn about that too. You know, a man and a woman and stuff. I didn't know what that was at that age too either. So it about sex and sexual preference, period. You know. So they saw the dog trying to make some sense of it's okay to do it, you know. She ate that lunch. She ate. She gave them that work that whole hour. Okay, you know they just so fixated on they narrative that the stuff. Even if she when she will make it sense, which is pretty much all of the thing, they still trying to find some way to try to undercut it or whatever, cause it Trump. Like I said, man, Trump could say, hey man, we go pass this law. If you get caught with any type of racism, you going to jail, they'll find something wrong with it, they'll find something wrong with it. Like I said, if the man a racist, because I ain't seen nothing he done, he a hole, and he say whatever he thinks, so something like that would have been came out, but even if he is his mindset, which I don't think he is, uh, what it got to do with him giving us what we want, if he don't like it, like personally he don't like it, I don't care about that. If he do it, that's good. They Breakfast Club, they want to like the man personally. Then they'll ask the man to do something. The world don't work like that. I'm sure we all work for somebody that we didn't like, you know, personally. But we did our work and they gave us the check, so we didn't care long as it wasn't affecting our job, you know. So, they gonna vote for Biden anyway. Biden could say you're not black, like he said the other day, the other week. Which, if Trump would have said anything remotely like that, they'd have been down his throat. This guy pretty much just telling us who's black or not, you know. And they defend him. Thought a transgender about their sex change to be straight guy. To be a straight guy was alright to do. Yeah, man, she, I know of her from the Breakfast Club. I don't really watch the Breakfast Club. And that's probably why, I was surprised they had on the show. Well, I think they probably had on the show. You know what? Because people do stuff. They had a person on the show to try to corner them with gotcha questions and, make them look stupid. But they picked the wrong one that day, they'll pick somebody they could pick apart what they done and said so they could, see, look how stupid they are, but they pick, I guarantee they ain't gonna pick nobody like that again, you know, like, that's why I like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I don't know what his political leanings are, because he say, well, sometimes they do something good, sometimes they do something good. He be on Ben Shapiro's show, Ben Shapiro be on his show. He have conservatives, he have liberals over there, and he talking stuff. That's why Joe Rogan the best podcast out, because he have everybody on there. I believe he'll probably have Donald Trump on there if he want to get on there, and they'll just talk for 3 hours about stuff, But the woke folks, because Joe Rogan ain't woke, but people like the Breakfast Club, they'll just get primarily people they agree with, and they'll make some stupid reason why they don't get people that they don't agree with. They'll say they're racist. They'll say that, I say, okay, if they're racist, just have them on the show. Well, they did have Rush Limbaugh on the show a couple of weeks, so I hope this a trend that they'll start doing. But I don't know how Angela Stanton they probably won't have nobody like that on their show again. Yeah, I saw it. They play Scottie Pippen James them. They play they play the Nuggets. I think they first game. Let me see. And they gonna lose. Schedule. But um nah, they play the Clippers the first game. Oh boy, they finna lose. They focus on liberal PC ideology. Yeah, it's just a echo chamber, you know. Yeah, I wrote that to Charlemagne the God on Twitter. I know he saw it. He didn't say nothing. You know, I said, man, y'all should be donkeys of the day. You know, cause y'all look like fools on that thing. Let's see. I'm pulling up now. Like, yeah, the first game, the Clippers, they play Scottie Pippen James. Okay, they gonna the Lakers gonna lose. So, uh, uh, I'm looking at the Blazers, knowing them, knowing how they want Scottie Pippen, knowing how they want Scottie Pippen James to win. They'll probably just set the schedule. They play the Clippers, play the Bucks. They just play nothing but tough teams. You know, they have them playing tough teams. You know, cause they don't want the Blazers to win. You know, cause Dame literally said he go get him. He go get that role player, and I can't wait. You know. So I can't wait to Kawhi Leonard. And then this will go happen. If the Lakers win now, Shannon Sharp gonna have a goat mask and all this other stuff. But they lose, what are you gonna say? You know, we're gonna say, oh, this just the first game. You know, they had to get back into it. You know, that's what he gonna say. You know. Yeah, man, but the Breakfast Club need to be dunker of the day. Cause they look dumb when they were saying that stuff, you know. About he had the prison reform. They ain't even say, they said, well, that's a good thing. You know, I said, yeah, that's good. That's good, you know. But they just stuck to their own, echo chamber, they're just a group. They're just a place where everybody in a particular place just agree with everything they each other say, And who want to live in an echo chamber, Yeah, they set it up like that so the Blazers could fail, so the Blazers could fail, or they'll be, they'll win, lose, and the game, and they gotta wait till another team win and stuff like that, at the end of the season. They set it up that way, cause they don't want the Blazers to go, but that lady from running for something in Georgia, I hope she win, Cause what she was saying make it sense. She said, look, I want to get into some kind of position so I can help black communities and stuff. Then she point out all the stuff she gonna do, the abortion thing, I'm against abortion, like, and from this aspect, like, a woman just go out, like a woman just go out and just have sex for all kind of different men, just get pregnant, kill it, go out, have another baby, kill it, like that. They should stop it like that. But in certain circumstances, like if the mother life in jeopardy, like the mother could die giving birth, or the pregnancy may cause the mother to have serious issues or possibly death, then you could talk about it then. Or like if a female got raped or whatever, that could be an option. Cause I ain't no woman, so I will feel that having a baby by somebody who violate me, that'll be a tough sweet pill to swallow. So if it's circumstances like that, then you know that could be an option. But just going out, just sleeping with everybody, and you know, killing the baby, go out. Cause like she said, the man can't kill the baby, cause he'll go to prison. You know. And then also, if the woman choose to keep the baby, and the man don't want it, he's still gonna have to pay. You know. So I guarantee they won't allow this. Like Chappelle said, you know, the man should have a choice to abandon it. You know, if he don't want the baby, and that's fair. You know, because if the man want the baby and the woman don't, you know, the baby just gonna get terminated. But the other way around, he gonna have to pay. So they should, if they gonna, you know, keep it aside. I wish he would have brought that up. You know, they should have said something like, okay, this man the father, he got to sign something and say, I'm not responsible for the kid. You know, I'm not responsible for the kid. You can't get me for child support because I didn't want it. I guarantee you them females will think twice then. You know. Yeah, and John Lewis, they do nothing for that district. You know, cause he keep winning, and that district is the slums. You know, and then Trump called him out on that. Instead of how they spit the ass, they spit the ass. He would talk about a civil rights leader. You know. He was talking about how he was running his district or whatever, and it was crap. But they spent it as you know, he was with Martin Luther King and all this other stuff. That's a spin. You know. I mean, you know, if I you know, expected a baby from a female, I won't do it. I won't sign the paper say I'm not gonna take care of it. But I'm just saying, if the woman got a choice to do it, because I don't have a say, you know, in if the baby was born or not from her end. So I should be able to sign a paper or do something to say that you can't get me for child support, you can't get anything like that. You know. And I ain't talking about now, you know, it gonna be some kind of things like the man got to sign it before the baby born, you know, or something like that. You know, because what happened is when the baby get 1 or 3 or 4, and he have a falling out with the woman, he could go sign it. I ain't want the baby. You know, they should have something in place that, you know, it got to be within, you know, before the baby born, and he got to know that the baby is being born too, you know, too. So even if he don't know if it heals or not, it got to be something that that in place that we could tell that the man know that the woman is having a baby. Even if, you know, he don't know if it heals or not, that, you know, that don't matter at that point. And then once he know, you know, he could sign it saying he's not gonna take care of the baby or whatever if it born. You know. Do that make sense? Because I think that makes sense. You know, because, you know, some men, they'll the baby gets 7 years old and then they'll sign paper. Oh, I'm not responsible for it. You know, that shouldn't happen that way. You know. Like, he got to do something. We got to do something to make sure that he know that the woman he had sex with having a baby, and do you want to take care of the child before the child is born? And then he signed yes or no. You know, if you sign no, that's the end of it. I guarantee you, females will flip out. Them same females who about abortion, they'll flip out if there was something like that in place. You know, father slipped a mother an abortion pill, he would be charged with first degree murder. Yeah, you know, Angela Yee is a bird. She's something. Cause what she was saying didn't make any sense. You know, like about the gay community. You know, I ain't against gay people. Like, you know, I ain't. I want them to. You know, I want to get killed and you know, I want them to get beat up and stuff like that. You know, would I hang out with some of them? No, but you know, I don't have nothing against them. You know, if they want to get married, hey, you know, that's up to them. But her main thing would talk about the children, expose the children to sexual preference and sex and stuff. That what she was pretty much talking about, you know. So I agree with her on that. You know, cause yeah, if the man did it bad, if the man, you know, I won't. Now, don't get me wrong, I won't do anything like that. But if the man give her a pill or do something, the baby, you know, is a boy, he'll go to prison. You know, and then Angela Lee, you so stupid. Do you mean a fetus or something? Whatever she said. I said, shut up. You know that. You know what she mean. You know, or sales or something. She said. You mean cell or fetus? I said, man, the cell turned into a fetus. So it's the same thing, idiot, and you know that. So stop trying to catch people with gotcha little statements like that. You know. Yeah, exactly. You know. But my plan with them, you know, they gotta be something in place that it gotta be something in place that the man knows that the woman having the baby. So you know, like, see, cause they'll stop like the woman just popping up, you know, out of nowhere with the baby and the toddler, said that the baby yours and all that. See, that'll prevent that, you know. So it got to be something in place that the man know that the baby being born. You know, that'll prevent women just popping up out of nowhere saying this your baby, child support or whatever. You know, and two, the man got to sign it. You know, the man can't sign it years, like he taking care of the child, then he don't want to do it anymore, then he'll sign the thing. You know, that's not fair then. You know, Mr. MJ is a role player, not a leader. LeBron James. How Michael Jordan is a role player? Explain, you know, cause I explain how LeBron is a role player, but explain some of the stuff that Michael Jordan did that make him a role player. You know, please explain it. Yeah, and by the way, my internet will act it up when it was buffering and stuff. On my end, it was saying connecting. I ran a speed test today. My speed's supposed to be 60 60 megs, but it was showing 30 and 20. So I called a cable company, and they told me to do some stuff, and they gonna send a tech out here next week. And they told me to reboot the modem and stuff, and then I did. Then it went back up to around 60. Laker played the Raptors first on August 1st. Do you watch the Eagle fan? No, I don't. I used to watch Jay Ward. He was a Dallas Cowboy fan. It was a white guy. He was funny, you know. And but I think he took his channel down. He was funny. Jay Ward, uh, Dallas. Yeah, I think he took each other down. Well, he got Terminator 1. Now, he was funny. You know, he cried. Was okay. Let me see. He cried while Scotty was holding out. Uh, yeah. Okay. He was crying when Scottie Pippen was holding out of his uh no, he was. He kept playing. You know, he didn't say, "Oh, Scotty, please come back." So that's a fail. Name something else, cause that didn't make it a six what you said. So nice try. Yeah, he funny too. He was funny too. Jay Ward. You know, see, he'll be a type of guy that if I ever go to a Dallas game, you know, he be tailgating or whatever. You know, I like to meet him. You know, well, that's a fail. So try again, Big Sly. Okay. See, when I say LeBron a role player, see, I can name lists of stuff. You know, you picking stuff that don't even have anything to do with Michael Jordan play, you know, or his actions on the court, you know. So that's a fail. Try again. Name another thing. See, cause if that's your only thing, even if that were true, which is not, that don't make him a role player. You know. Yeah, he was too. You know, Jay Ward. You know, cause LeBron James, he quit. You can't say that about Jordan. He followed Wade. You can't say that about Jordan. You know, you can't say none of that about Jordan, actually. You know. You know. But I can't wait till the NFL season 2. You know, you remember I was saying I would go to like well, I still gotta call my dad. I just ain't never get around to it. Cause if I leave, it's gonna be Sunday. Tried to claim opportunity zone of races. Angela Stanton said black people can't invest in those zones. Exactly. Them same celebrity that they worship, you know, they could all get together. You know, they could all get together and put like in Atlanta, cause Killer Mike, he fat behind be all on the TV. T.I. do too. You know, and all them people. They could get not. I ain't talking about just you get all your money, but they could get. Cause I've been to Atlanta. You know, I don't know if y'all from Atlanta or whatever. It's black city. They got black bankers, black investors, all the stuff. Oh, we can't get the loans. You know, DJ Envy. We can't get loans. Listen, man, in Atlanta, I see black bankers, all them black powerful people, doctors, investors, stockbrokers, real estate agents, all of that in Atlanta. You know. So if all of them just put their money together, because they be the main one talking, put their money together and say, hey, we're gonna get some of these property. We're gonna buy all this property up. And then we're gonna create jobs and stuff. But they ain't gonna do it because that involves working. You know. You know, that involves using your money and putting in effort. So the easiest thing is just to talk and make signs and do little gestures like kneeling and wearing a t-shirt, you know, a t-shirt $20, you know. Cause they got black lawyers, black doctors, you know, black businesses in Atlanta, these celebrities in Atlanta. They don't have to put T.I. don't have to, I'm gonna put 50 million out. He don't have to put that much. But every one of these people I mentioned put $20,000, you know, or $50,000 together. That add up to be a lot of money, you know. Oh, you do. My dad, he stay in Union City. You know, he stay in Union City. Hold on, let me see before I think that we stay. You know, I just put the thing in the GPS and go. So I'll pull it up right now. You know, all them people, they could put in $20,000 a piece, and that's a lot of money. You could buy all these zones and all this other stuff stupid DJ Envy were talking about, and that equal millions and millions of dollars just for Atlanta, you know. But they ain't gonna do that because that involves spending money, and they don't want to do that. Then they don't have to even mess with the white people. They could just get, because they're black bankers and stuff in Atlanta, and black real estate agents and investors. Just mess with them, you know, with the money. That's all you gotta do. No, he said College Park. So I don't know how close that is from you know. So that where he stay in College Park. But they ain't gonna do that. And then Charlotte made at Breakfast Club, they had those celebrities over there. They said, hey man, how about all y'all get together? And you know, like, you could be rich and not be a celebrity, you know. So we ain't only talking about them in Atlanta, the doctors and the principals of schools and the deans of colleges and professors of colleges, they rolling in money, you know. So if all of them invest $10,000 together, that add up or whatever. You know, them black millionaires in Atlanta. But she was saying that, and they know she was right, so they try to brush over it all, you know. Yeah, he said College Park. I think he stayed in Union City, like, cause when I first drove up there by myself, he stayed in Union City. That when I had got my car, the car I'm driving now, you know, I drove up there like during the spring. That was like about 10 years ago. And you know, I was going, the last time I went up there was 2000 and last time I went to Atlanta to see him, cause you know his folks still stay here in town, so I rarely go up there like that. Like about 5 years ago or something. Yeah, about 5 years ago when I went up there to see him. Yeah, they rich too. You know, they ain't no Jay-Z money, but they rich by you know, they richer than the average person. They ain't gonna do nothing. They just gonna sit there and talk. You know. Black celebrity go to the Breakfast Club could easily rebuild Black Wall Street. Exactly. Or at least start it. You know. And I'm for that. You know. I say, hey man, we could do our own thing. You know. But they ain't gonna do it because that involve work, that involve money. That's the main thing, involve money, you know. And it's easier to them just to have t-shirts on and march and do little gestures and stuff like that. It's cheaper to do that, you know. So, cause if I were rich, like I ain't talking about like I just got $3 million to my name. I'm talking about like 50 or 50 million and up, like hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, I try to use the money to influence some stuff in town, in my town now. See, cause downtown, where I stay, it's a whole bunch of buildings that empty, business buildings and stuff like that. You know, and then you go around the city, a lot of houses been condemned since I was a kid. You know, so we could clean up the city or whatever. I can't do it alone, but I'll bring it to the table. Yeah, they can't use the race card anymore. Like I said, if they had if they could press a button to end racing, they won't do it because their business ventures will slow down then. So, and they can't make any excuses like you said. But she gave him that work. Um, um, she gave him that work yesterday. So Slotty great. Name something else that make Michael Jordan a role player. Name it. And then on your show, why y'all name investing in opportunity, Joe? They ain't gonna ask that. They ain't gonna ask them that. She asked them that. They ain't gonna have her on the show no more. I guarantee you. They said, man, we can't have this woman on the show, man. She making sense. And then our answers don't make our rebuttals, it don't make sense. They know they wasn't making sense, so that's why they weren't talking that much and stuff. They were just trying to go to the same little talking points. He a racist, the Republicans racist, this and that. They reverted to the same talking points. But they'll get somebody that they know that they could, corner and stuff. They should have somebody on there like like some more conservative people, on there. Yeah, she ate their lunch. Whenever that episode aired, I saw it last night. And it's just crazy. Money can't solve everything, but it could start cleaning stuff up. Like she said, that Wendy's that they burnt down, 15 people out of a job. What about that? What Wendy's had to do with that incident? And then, like I expected, when Bubba Smollett news came out, Undisputed didn't even talk about it. They ain't even talk about it because they don't want to condemn Bubba Smollett for or NASCAR for doing all that. And come to find out it wasn't true. Same thing with Michael Bennett. They brushed that under the rug. They ain't even mention it anymore. But they talked about it when that liar, Michael Bennett, was saying that the cop put the gun in his mouth and told him to shut up. We go pull the trigger and all this other stuff. They were talking about that for days. But when the footage came out and it was a lie, you think Shannon Sharp said Michael Bennett shouldn't do stuff like that because if something like that happened for real, people ain't gonna look into it. They just ignored it. Same thing they did with Bubba Smollett. And then Undisputed going back into Kaepernick Central again. The Kaepernick Variety Hour. Nose running. Yeah. Trump didn't have no Trump wasn't the governor. He was just a A businessman just gave his opinion on it. Okay, it didn't influence anything back then, you know. And then you notice with the lady said how he a racist. They brought some stuff from the 70s. In the 70s, you know. But you say he's a racist now. What he did recently, you know. You know, if you're a racist, you can name, I say LeBron a role player, right? I say that a lot. And I just don't say the 2011 finals. I talk about multiple incidents, some recent, you know, recent stuff, you know. So if you ask me that, I could go down the line year by year pretty much and talk about how he a role player, you know. From 2000, you know, because I started calling him role player when he followed Wade. So from that point to now, I could talk about something he did that make him a role player every year, you know. so if the guy's a racist, you'll have something recent that he done or said that was racist. But they can't, so they go to the same stuff they probably looked on the internet, you know, and found. You know, it's just crazy. But like I was saying, man, they don't never put their money where their mouth is. You know, these celebrities and stuff. You know, they'll show up to a march because they don't have to pay anything. You know, but and I ain't, you know, I ain't saying we need them to make it. We could do it without them. I'm just saying they be the main one talking about it though. I ain't talking about all celebrities. You a black celebrity, you must invest in this. I ain't saying that. I'm talking about the ones who be the main one talking, you know, about it. What they doing? You know, are they getting together? Cause it's a lot of them that talk it and say, look, man, we got all, you know, I'm Usher, I'm worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm gonna donate 10. This celebrity go donate 10. This lawyer you go donate $30,000. Well, you know, and all together we got $100 million. You know, so we gonna use that to do something, to build something. You know, in the opportunity zones, like you said. You know, and we gonna have jobs and it's gonna be a black manager. It's gonna be a black general manager to the job. It could be black employees. You know, they can hire whoever they want. You know, cause school choice was good. You know, a Trump hater. Cause you know, this is a guy I know. I tell my the school choice thing sound good. You know, because what they reasoning makes sense. A lot of the schools in the bad areas, because it's bad, they get poor teachers and stuff. You know, as far as teachers. But with school choice, you could take your kid to a school that rank high, or a private school, or however they said it, so they could get better education. How that sound bad? So I wrote that on Facebook when they were bringing that on the table around the time he you know, his first year or so. They were trying to make the dude tried to make some argument against it. I said, how that sound bad? You know, cause we grew up in a bad neighborhood. Now, you know, our teacher wasn't bad. At least in my opinion, they wasn't. But if we had a choice to go to a better school with exceptional teachers, what's wrong with that? And then his reason is, oh, how they gonna get there and all this other stuff. I said, oh man, you just trying to make stuff up to go against it. You sound so dumb when you say that. How they gonna get there? So that's your issue with it. The idea is good, but you don't want the stuff to happen because how the kids go get to the school. I think all that go be in it. moron, you know. Yeah, but yeah, I can't wait to the. But you know what I'm really ready for? Even somewhat more than the NBA season inside the NBA. Cause I saw a post. They said that they gonna they gonna have they show the 30th or something. And Charles Barkley, Keenan, man, that's the best. Like like show like that. Uh, that's my number one. You know, of all time inside the NBA. First when Shaq first got on the scene, shortly after he retired, Shaq was a clown. You know, they just were there so stuff could fall on him and he trip and fall so they could laugh, and stuff. But Shaq grew on me as the years went by since he been on there. Cause they had Chris Webber and sometimes Reggie Miller be there. You know, but Charles Barkley, man, Charles Barkley was fit for TV. He been doing this cause we retired like in 99, 99, I think. So he was doing this for over 20 years. It don't seem like that long. But he good at the show, man, Charles Barkley. And another show I used to like, did when I was in college, like my early 2000s. The best damn sports show, period. I don't know if I would, but all my friends used to love that show, man. Especially when they had John Sally. Like they had different cast members, but the best cast was John Sally, Tom Arnold, Chris Rose, and Michael Irvin, and John Crook. When they had those, like that group, that was the best. That was the best era of that show. Um, when they had all like those guys on there. And then, later on in the show, it became a talk show. And then when it became that, I stopped watching it, because people left and stuff. But like around the 2002, 3, 4, whatever, that show was tight. Inside the NBA, the best sports show, period. I like baseball tonight, Um, NBA Nation. I don't even know if that come on anymore. Did y'all hear what Jamel Hill said about Bubba Smollett? Um, when the news came out that it was there, that thing been there for months, and they used that to tie down the garage or whatnot. Jamel Hill double down on it. Oh, at the end of the day, it's a noose. Idiot. Nooses are used for other things. Knots and do different stuff. The noose ain't only used to hang people, moron Jamel Hill. God, that show go suck. That show gonna be trash with her and Carrie Champion. Like I said, I want to kick Carrie Champion out of the bedroom or anything, but Jamel Hill, we won't even get to that point, because she'll talk about that all day, every day. Carrie Champion, she'll talk about it sometimes, and she'll get over emotional like she do, but not like Jamel Hill. There'll be none. There'll be a drop in the bucket compared to Jamel Hill, Because she'll talk about that every day. We'll go to McDonald's. Let's just say we were together. We'll go to McDonald's. And, can I take your order? I said, y'all like a fry and some nuggets. No, I want to fry some hamburger. That's what she'll do. Me and her go out to, I don't know, we'll just run and get McDonald's. I say, hello, the lady, and then listen, I did what happened. Uh, we'll go to McDonald's, and I say, well, I like a a double cheeseburger and a fry. And the person in the window say, well, we got would you be interested to get the chicken nuggets? We got buy one get one free. Jamel here, chicken. What you trying to say? That's racist, cause chicken and black people, and she'll go that whole little diatribe about that. I need to speak to your manager. The manager get there. The cashier is black too, so I don't know how that racist, but she'll find a way. The manager is black. He said, well, your employee um insulting my boyfriend or whatever. She said, would you like some chicken nuggets? And black people, we get, that's a stereotype, but we love chicken and stuff like that, you know. And they say, ma'am, we ask all our customers that because it's just a limited time, and she'll be screaming. And I say, oh yeah, it's not your fault. The people at McDonald's that own McDonald's, they white people, so, and they white supremacists, and they vote for Trump. They donate money to Trump. So she'll go all the way to McDonald's head. She'll write a letter, to McDonald's. Or go on Twitter like she always do and say McDonald's is racist because they sell chicken nuggets, Well, nobody win because they both got killed. But you want to go by songs, Hit 'Em Up was a vicious song. But during that time, to be honest, I was on Tupac side when I was that age. But in reality, nobody won. And then we'll be watching, I don't know, we'll watch, I don't know, I like playing video games. We'll be playing Mario Brothers and stuff, I'll be sitting there in the living room playing Mario Brothers. Shit, cause what you play? I play Mario Brothers, and then you fight against the Koopa kids and stuff, and she'll say something like no. I'll be there playing the Nintendo Switch. I'll be playing Donkey Kong, the 2D Donkey Kong. She said, what you play? I play Donkey Kong. I'm playing it. And then she'll say, whoa. She'll stand in front of the TV. I said, what you doing? You playing this racist game? I said, how is racist? Monkeys, Donkey Kong, they monkeys. He wearing a tie. What they trying to say? You dancing for the white man? You wearing a tie? And Diddy Kong wearing a hat. What they trying to say? He a black boy? Cause we wear hats and stuff like that, ball caps. Who made this game? I said, well, Nintendo, they Japanese people, so, they ain't whites. They couldn't be white supremacists. Well, they work with, they work with white people in America, so, and then she'll, I don't know, and she'll write to the Nintendo. I said, well, Donkey Kong been in existence since the early 80s. It was in the arcade. So, I don't think that was their attention. They were just, basing Donkey Kong off King Kong. And then she'll go to diatribe, talking about how black people get called monkeys and all this other stuff. And I said, oh, man, I got to break up with this woman. That one last 1 week, And she'll say something like, I got this from the office, by the way, but there's something she'll say. When you go to a public place, they got the little icon on the bathroom of a man and a woman, and the outline is like a white silhouette or whatever that represent a man and a white one represent a woman, at the door, so you'll know which one it is. So we'll go to a public place, and I said, well, I got to go to the bathroom. She said, well, I got to go tight, powder my nose, or however the women say. And then we'll, cause usually the woman and the man like right the bathroom right by each other. I finna go there. She said, whoa, let me speak to the manager. I said, what? These bathrooms are whites only. I said, huh? Look at the little icon. The icon is of a white man, and the icon is of a white woman. I didn't know Walmart was racist too. And she'll get the manager, and the manager say, yes, ma'am. Um, I'm gonna talk on Twitter about y'all and y'all racist. This ain't 1950, And the manager gonna say, what you mean? These bathrooms are colors only. Cause the icon of a man and a woman on the bathroom door is white. And the manager gonna say, what? Excuse me? Walmart, I guarantee the person on Walmart is a Trump supporter and a white supremacist. And then she'll go on Twitter saying that she'll show the picture of the bathroom, the little thing. And then there'll be idiots that will co-sign it. I heard today that they trying to say the master bedroom is racist. You saw that article? Master bedroom, that's racist now. This world is going nuts. The Masters golf tournament is racist. I looked into it. And Rob Parker, of all people, he just need to stick to Bachelor LeBron and Brady. Because all the other stuff, he don't know what he talking about. The Masters mean, I looked to confirm it. The Masters be like the Masters of golf. Like you one of the best golf players, so you get the invitation to play in the Masters. Not anything about slavery or anything, because they didn't have, the tournament wasn't called anything like that then. I think the tournament was invented in the 1930s, So, master bedroom, and I wrote to Rob Park on Twitter. I said, what about master degree? Like, do we have to change that too? Is that racist? If somebody hey man, I got a master degree in biology. Oh, shut up, you Uncle Tom. Why you gotta say master? Master of the universe, is that racist? Oh, what are you trying to say? What He-Man trying to say? He trying to say that he the slave masters? He the slave master of the whole universe and we the slaves? Huh? Chess master. What, we got to change that too? Because they're black chess masters, grandmasters or whatever in chess. If they toms or sellouts or something. See how stupid Rob Parker sound when you say stuff like that. Master degree, I guess we got to change that. Master bedroom. I saw an article about that today. I mean, come on. Y'all giving their power to that word. And in the context, it don't even mean that. How master bedroom mean anything about slavery? Jermaine Hill will be the worst. I say, man, I don't know. Master, and don't take I even want to change the term masturbate. What that mean? How we gonna change that? Is that racist too? Yeah, racist because your hand is a slave master and you know what? it's a slave, and you know, uh, stroking it or whatever. That like you whipping it, you know. So it is like slavery, you know. That what he'll say. You know, I guess that what he'll say. You know, your hand is the white slave master, and your junk is the slave, and you whipping it. You know, so you know it is slave. It is all racist. You know, I guess. You know, because if he turned the word master is racist, so everything with master in it. You know, even that. You know. And then I say, okay, okay, that mean for the men. What about the women when they do it? Well, you know, they'll hand to be the white slave master, and you know, they, you know what, be black women, because you know the slave master used to have sex with the slave, so that'll be, you know, a metaphor of that. And I said, okay, Rod Parker, I'm out. And I just walk away from him then, you know. So that what he'll say. And he'll write that on Twitter, and morons would agree with it. That do make sense. Slave master did have sex with their slaves, so if a woman masturbate, that what it mean. That what they doing. They hand the slave master, and they, you know what? It's the black woman. You know. I said, God, and then this is sad that, you know, I'm joking around, but if they would have wrote that, people would co-sign. That do make sense, you know. You know, cause the term beat your meat. Think about it, beat your meat. You know, black people got beat. You know, masturbate, beat your meat. You know, he'll try to, you know, put the two together. You know, spank the monkey. You know, monkey, black people. You know, you know, spanking the monkey. You know, they call black people monkeys. Beat the beating. You know, beating black people. Masturbate, master. You know. You know, what are the terms that I hear that mean that? Choking the chicken, you know, chicken, black people, you know, they say black people love chicken, you know, it's racist, you know, and he'll write all that, and then they'll co-sign, yeah, man, you right, man, you know, why they gotta say beat the meat? You know. And then they'll write a full article breaking it down, try to, you know, use correlation, just like the correlations I use with the chicken and, you know, choking the chicken and stuff. And they'll do that, and people nod their head and march and make T-shirts and all this other stuff about that. And you would think that'll be a private matter. You know, when you do that, it's a private matter. But they'll talk about it. They'll, you know, break it down and stuff. I say, but these people going nuts. Master bedroom, you know. Okay, you know, I forgot. I think it called BDSM. You know, I know of it. That's too wild for me. You know, getting tied up and get scrapped up and stuff. But you know, it like sometimes they'll show stuff like that in movies and stuff. And you know, they got like the woman called the master and the man will be the slave, and then they'll be whipping them and stuff. Do they got to do the people I ain't knocking anybody that into it. If the people listen to me into it, hey, that's just too wild for me. But do we gotta change that too, Rob Parker? You know, if a couple say, hey, let's that if a couple that into it, and get tied up and wear leather and stuff and start whipping each other, do they gotta change that to appease you, Rob Parker? Huh? Cause it got master in it and slave. So, you got two things to write about. And they get whipped. You know. Those terms of white race and dog whistle. How do you fake bro blades? Hear the sounds. Yeah, I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I guess depending on where you look at it. I never dealt with anything, dealt with anyone like that. Maybe they into it. I guess they figure out I'm not into it because I didn't bring it up. So, I believe you. you know, uh, with leather, get tied up and stuff. You know, and wear the mask and the whip. You know, the handcuff stuff. All of that. But I'm talking about like the stuff you get in leather and tied up your arms, scratched out, tied up across the bed in your hands. Now I never dealt with no female that was into that. If they was into it, they never told me that they was into it or showed it to me or whatever. I don't know how I would have reacted actually. The handcuff thing, that's fire. I'm talking like to get tied up in leather and getting gagged and stuff like that. I don't know how I would have reacted. Knowing me and my sense of humor, I probably started laughing. I said, what? I said, you want me to do what? I say, I don't know how I would have reacted. I'll probably be shocked, but I'll probably still go along and do it. Not to them, I'm not getting tied up, but I say, what? And then I see if they serious. I said, well, okay, gag them up. When I get mine, hey. you know. But they made. I said, Rob Park, that was the dumbest article you ever wrote. Okay. Well, I ain't talking about the smack it or the choking and stuff like light choking. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like the leather mat. You know how the dude was dressed up in Pulp Fiction? I'm talking about that. I never dealt with a black woman who was into that. The smacking and stuff, that's I dealt with all that. I'm talking about like the leather stuff. Like you see in the movies, like in Pulp Fiction, that man was dressed up in all leather. Like I never dealt with any women that did that, But the other stuff, that's par for the course. I'm talking that what is that what BDSM stuff, you know. But if you stay in Atlanta, it probably some in my city that probably some I work with. You never know. Because at work, I don't really care what people do behind closed doors, as long as they, it's consensual or whatever. Cause there'll be some crazy stuff that people into. I say, hey, I ain't into it, but it's consensual. It's not underage. women doing it, or it's not illegal and stuff. Cause they got stuff that people getting urinated on, getting number two on, get throw up on. I said, no, I can't. I can't. I ain't into that. But hey, they if they do it in the privacy of their own home, if they into that, hey, you know, more power to them. But I'm not. You know. Yeah, the handcuffs and stuff. That's I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that's I get quote unquote okay, but um I talk about like the getting in all bondage and stuff like that. I mean, I guess I never met any that was dealt with any that was into stuff like that, or if they was they just didn't disclose it to me. I guess they got an idea that I probably wouldn't be into stuff like that, and they just didn't reveal it or whatever. You know, yeah, cause uh, uh, and then they got they got stuff with women. They be pregnant on the stuff. I think I looked at an article like the most bizarre forms of pornographic movies. I don't know what I would do. I guess I would just browsing. How the side articles and you click on stuff. You just keep going down the rabbit hole. And so I clicked on. There was like stuff with people get threw up on. They'll put their finger in their mouth and they'll be doing it, and then they'll just throw up on the person, or the woman be on their knees and the man throw up on top of the woman. I said, ugh, you know. Well, not me getting handcuffed. No, not me. I talking about the female getting handcuffed. I said, man, she want to do, I do it. I'm not getting handcuffed. You know, or tied up or anything. But they got stuff when people getting number one, like urinated on, defecated on. You know, and the woman be pregnant. Uh, uh, you know, that crazy. Well, unless if that's your girlfriend and wife, if you haven't said that's fine. I'm talking about like these women don't be the people they be having sex with on movies on that article I read. They wasn't a boyfriend and husband. They were like strangers and stuff. You know. You know. That's that chick. She was on Breakfast Club the other day, and she ate they lunch. She ate all three of them cats' lunch. You know. Yeah, you right. But but I'm just saying, like, if we had to choose one, me or her, it'll be her, cause I'm not getting tied up or chained or stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you do got to be careful. I don't know about cause I was thinking about that, and me and some of my coworkers would talk about that. Like, we ever get rich to the point that we have groupies and stuff like that, and we'll have them come over to do something. We record them or whatever, not to show everybody. And one guy said, yeah, he'll record it. He won't record it and upload it. He'll record it like the day the 26th. He'll say 9/26, no 6/26, 2020. Uh, the name is I don't know, uh, uh, Mandy or something. or Candace or something. He'll record. If they do it, he'll have the cameras in every room. And if they do it in the shower or in the living room, he'll have a camera there recording it, like a hidden camera, and he'll just keep everything archived, you know. And so, cause these females, they'll wait years down the line to say that he raped me, he did this to me. So he said he'll keep all that your archive. So if this happened, and then he'll record, like if he have Candace over again, he'll have Candace 2, Candace 3, Candace 4, and the date or whatever. And then once if something pop up, he'll just present that tape to whoever and say, look, this us right here. Did she look like she was getting on? I would force myself on her, and that'll be case closed. I said, that's a good idea, though. I mean, it's not illegal to record in your own house. I don't think it is. I think it's only illegal if you upload if you record somebody legally and you showing people and you uploading it on the internet. I mean, if you just keep it in your house just for archive purposes and your protection, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I said that's a good idea. You know, cause they'll say that, oh, he slipped me something and I fell out and he dragged me to the roof. Did the footage to show otherwise? Now I said, do she look like she drugged in this clip? And then that'll be case closed. I said, yeah, that's not a bad idea though. Yeah, she did. She destroyed their boy Breakfast Club. Just watch it whenever you don't really have to watch it. Like you could just turn it on and do other stuff. Cause they really they just sitting there on camera. Cause she cried rape. The cop would believe her, not me. You right. So that is a good point. I don't know. Nobody know. Yeah, the female I dealt with, they ain't come to me with that. So I don't know what I would say. Went to her apartment. She got her bed. There was a pair of handcuffs under one of her pillows. I probably said, knowing me, are you a cop or something? I said, what you want me to do with those? Handcuff me. I don't know. Probably in the moment. It depends on really how fine she is or how, anxious I am or whatever. And how hot and heavy I am for at the moment. I don't know if I do it or not, like handcuff her or not. I guess it just depends on the moment. But if it was just like, she tell me that over the phone, come over there and do this or that, I said, well, I ain't finna handcuff you. So, I say no then. But in the moment, I don't know. But I'm glad you didn't use. I'm glad you didn't use it then. Cause they will say that. You right. They say sorry for what? If you just watch that. Nah, I ain't talking about you. I'm just talking about if a regular person. If a regular person just watch the news and just read BSPN and want Undisputed and First Take, you'll think Kaepernick is the only black person that not in the NFL that was a former NFL player that trying to get back to Italy. You'll think he's the only person, the only black person that out of the NFL and trying to get back in. You would think that. They so in the right to get that man in the league, which I don't think they're gonna do because of the stuff I said yesterday. Yeah. Oh, they was on break. Okay, that's probably why they ain't talking about it. But if they was on break, um, but still though, nevertheless, when they get back, they ain't gonna talk about the Bubba Smollett story, because you know it'll be old news then. You know, they ain't gonna talk about Bubba Smollett. I guarantee you. But anyway, you'll think that Kaepernick is the only black athlete that is out of the NFL and trying to get back in. You know how they riding for him. They ain't even riding for Scam Newton. Okay, if I had to choose who I wanted, who I signed, it'd be Scam Newton. You know, Bubba Smollett. Yeah, that dude got butt hurts. I don't know what, because I was saying Bubba Smollett. You know, yeah, I'm gonna wait till all of this, with all of this stuff going on. I'm wait till that blow over, and it'll most likely be blown over by the NBA season. You know, because I watch Undisputed do the NBA season. Hear them talk about Scottie Pippen James. You know, yeah, you right. But overall, he better than Kaepernick anyway. You know, so if I take a chance, he'll be on him. You know. The race card. I tried. They had a parade and all sort of stuff. And don't get me wrong, now, if it were true, it'd be bad. You know, cause I wasn't talking about it like, oh, that didn't happen. I ain't say nothing like that. You know, when that news first started up. But I had something in the back of my head thinking that this side awfully like Justice Smollett stuff. But I'm gonna wait, cause NASCAR got cameras and they can find out who did it if it's true. You know. But then what I don't understand, they said 15 FBI agents for that, for a noose in the garage. But what the FBI about these people vandalizing these statues and burning down these buildings and stuff? They said 15 agents for a noose, even if it was done intentionally. You know, you would think somebody got murdered in that NASCAR garage with all them FBI agents. You know, but these people tearing down statues illegally, by the way. But they ain't looking to that. You know, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't really care if the statue there or not. You know, I just, you don't have to look at it. I just keep a lot of stuff there in town and stuff I don't like looking at. I ain't gonna go there and just burn it down. I just ignore it and keep going. You know. So if they wanted the statue to get removed, there are legal ways to do it. Like I said, go to the city and get the ball rolling on what can they do to get it removed legally or whatever. If it got to go to a vote, if it got to go through the city councilmen or whatever, that's the way to do it. You know. Yeah, they do kind of look alike. I think both of them mixed too. Yeah, they do look. Yeah, they do look like they could be so kin. So that dude yesterday, don't talk. Was that yesterday? I told y'all about that. Whenever day that was. Don't talk. It's about him. He from my city, so he just giving order. I said, nigga, you don't get nobody no order. My granddaddy dead, okay, and he don't have Facebook. And my dad ain't on my Facebook. So those are the two guys that can say stuff like that and I pay attention to. But they won't even say that. They'll tell you to take it down. But if they say it like that, those are the two people I do it for. Yeah. Don't talk. I said, man, I don't care if you're from my city. It Bubba Smollett. And it's funny. He mad about the job. It sound like to me, oh, Bubba mad because it wasn't true. If anything, you should be happy that nobody didn't do that to him. I would. I said, man, I'm glad you weren't the victim of a hate crime. If that was his boy, if he was from this city, it sound like he mad. He wanted the joke to be true so they could keep this narrative going. You know. Yeah, they hate America. Yeah, you're right. They hate America, but they represent where they from. They don't even make any sense. You know. And LeBron, why don't he was just hyperbole city the other week. Why don't America love us? I say, shut up, role player. You sound like a complete idiot. Okay, why come America don't love us? What are you talking about? One guy on my Facebook that my age, by the way, he finished school with me. One day we'll all be free. I said, what? What? And I wrote, so we ain't free now? You married, you got a house, you got children, you got a career. So you ain't free? I wrote something like that. What can you do free if you ain't free now? I wrote something like, if you ain't free now, and you got a family, a job, a car, you go trips and stuff, you take care of your kids, and you ain't free. So what can you do when you are free that'll be different when you not free now, I guess. Yeah, they like, well, I guess the $50 million home now, wait, back up now, Paul Revere. They ain't want them there because they spray painted the N word, so, so they don't want them to live there. Although Magic Johnson been living in LA for 40 years. I told that. Yeah, that guy who was saying he was LeBron James. So they don't want him there now, Paul Revere. They told him, they wrote the N word on his wall. And then when that guy who was supposed to be LeBron James in the chat, I asked him, I said, okay, now can we agree that you won the first black person in LA? So, and you play he wasn't playing for the Lakers, but still, he was an athlete, and he was black and rich. So, Magic Johnson been staying there for 40 years. He never said anything like that happened to him. Or Kareem, or Kobe, or Steph Curry, or, Jerry Rice. He stayed in California, San Francisco. Ronnie Lott didn't ever say this. Deion Sanders, we played for the 49 for that year. LaDainian Tomlinson with San Diego, they never said, yeah, man, I get Ian on my wall all the time. Mitch Richmond, Tim Hardaway, they never said this. They probably, ran into some racist people, here and there, but they never said somebody spray paint their mansion, Exactly. Or like I said plenty of times, if I come home and somebody spray down my door, I'm not gonna touch the door. I'm gonna call the police and let them do whatever they need to do to get fingerprints or anything. They just ruin the crime scene because you never know. Sophisticating police stuff is they could get DNA or something from the paint. They probably put their hand on the gate or whatever. or they scratch themselves on the gate, you know. But the police couldn't do their job because apparently they painted over it. That don't even make any sense. LeBron Smollett, you know, when I think about it, you know, because that could be a LeBron Smollett incident too. And once you look at all the facts, I said, okay, they did this. He never can. He posts everything. His whole life on social media. He never posts a picture of it, you know, to anyone. He got his crew to go to the paint place, Ace, and get some paint and paint over it by the time the police come. Did he, you know, if I were angry, he'll know I try to mock him. I said, did you call the police? And why the police come and they painted? Or you waited till they finished painting and called the police? You know. LeBron Smollett, you know. LeBron, Scottie Pippen, Smollett, James. You right. You know. Somebody spray paint the N word. This man worked more money than we'll ever see. He didn't have no cameras in my apartment. It's not a my apartment ain't no upstairs, downstairs like a one floor apartment unit. You know, it just units in the area. Let me see, probably like 30 units of 1, 2, 3. Like one unit probably have like 4 apartments. So it's like 30 of them throughout my area where I stay at. And they have security cameras. Now they don't have security cameras on every door. They got security cameras on the corner of every road. You know, like it one way in, one way out. But inside the area, it's like different roads, like a dead end here, a dead end there. And they got cameras on them dead ends and on the road in and the road out through our apartment area. So if they got it, I know you could get something way more sophisticated than that, but you didn't, apparently. You know, come on. He didn't know, he just came home and saw it. Come on. You know. Now, Bill Russell experienced some racism in Boston. You know, he talked about his encounters all the time. And I believe him, you know. Because the time when he was playing and, you know, Boston and stuff like that. So, all that what he was saying was true, you know, that he was going through. And, you know, he wasn't really fond of Boston a little bit after he retired or whatever, for what I read, you know. The city of Boston or whatever. But you, LeBron, in 2017, I guess, or 18, I think 2017, somebody spray painting the N word on my wall. Come on, man. To speak about Bubba Smollett Wallace, but then say a peep about Chicago shooting like the Wild Wild West. Yeah, no cameras. And they multi-millionaire. They could get camera on every, you know, like the gate got the bar. They could get a camera on every bar. That's how rich they are. But he didn't apparently. Yeah, he say, man, 100 and some people got shot. And how many people got killed? 40 some people or something got killed. Father's Day weekend in Chicago. They ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, Al Sharpton ain't gonna never talk about that. Or these Black Lives Matter people. You know, 3-year-olds getting killed. 13-year-olds. children just playing. Children be in the house. They be in the house, and a stray bullet go through the window or something and kill them. Not a peep from LeBron, from any of them. These same celebrities who talking, you don't hear nothing about it. They try to make some excuse, or rationalize it or whatever. That's not the big. I said, well, it is the biggest issue. That police brutality thing, that bad too. But this George Floyd, one guy, and you doing all this for one guy, do all this for these 40 people who got killed, in Chicago. Come on. Lupe Fiasco did a video talking about it, and stuff. Talking about, why we need to be focusing on dad and everything. But they gonna call him a Tom, and he from Chicago, so he know what's up, Yeah, it's a joke. Now I'd be wrong because I don't know what if Black Lives Matter was, you know, working on the stuff in Chicago and Detroit and all this other stuff, and they talking about the police thing, and I'm getting ranking on it. Then I'd be in the wrong. But that's a whole bunch of people who think Black Lives Matter is a joke. That's our main gripe, Like I said, I thought they were defunct because I didn't hear nothing from them in 2018 or 2019. I didn't hear a peep from them. But when this happened, they all everywhere now. So that if a person fall well think like, well, why they talk about all this? Cause that was going on these past 2 years. I ain't hear nothing about no Black Lives Matter before last month. In 2019, I ain't hear nothing about them. People thought it was I thought it was defunct. And that's why people be messing with them. That's why people be messing with LeBron and bring this to the table and Black Lives Matter. Because all this they don't say anything. At least they say something. You can say, well, at least they said something about it. They don't say a peep about it. Like it don't exist. Yeah, they sit back in their mansion. Sitting back on their mansion in a gated community with it's safe, They could sit there and tell, oh, America messed up, they don't love us and all this other stuff. They staying in a mansion far away, condoning rioting. They ain't there rioting, Yeah, America hurting you, black man, Come on. I give it to Jordan. Jordan don't talk about it, period. So that's fine. If you're going to talk about all of it. So Jordan didn't shed a short. Jordan didn't talk about any of it, period. So I could deal with that. I'm okay with that. But LeBron just talk about what side of it instead of talking about all of it. That's why people be messing with him all the time. And criticizing them. Yeah, they really sleep, these woke people. A lot of these people, they just do stuff for likes and say dumb stuff like that idiot on my Facebook. One day we'll all be free. Man, you 30-some years old. Come on, man. We ain't in no 1930s, okay? They'll just do that for likes, and they'll wear a shirt on Facebook for a like, clout chase or whatever. You know, you know, they fish for likes. But I don't say anything on Facebook for likes. I just say what I feel and go on. Cause he just say, yeah, man, I'm oppressed. I guarantee if I write, I'm oppressed, I might do this. Yeah, man, you right, man. I'm oppressed in America, and I put that first thing in the morning. And then the next morning I check, and I guarantee that thing got over 15 likes. I don't got a lot of people. I think I got like 460 some people on my friend list. So it'll be by 15 and up likes under that post if I start talking like that. I ain't no press. You know, my grandfather and grandparents, they were oppressed when they were coming up. You know, so it's a spit in the face to them to say we oppressed and we can go out and do everything versus what they had to go through. They were oppressed. That was white supremacy then. That was systematic racism then, and they wore it. And those people wore it like a badge of honor. I mean, these same people like LeBron and stupid Jamel Hill and Bomani Jones and all of them. I guarantee you, if you ask them, "Oh, you oppressed now and ain't nothing changed," even Mike Dean is still the same, huh? And they take them in a time machine and take them back to cause my granddad and my grandma, they were born in the 19 teens, like 1911, 1917. So they was teenagers in the early 1930s or late 1920s when they were teenagers. Well, my granddad was in the 20s, and my grandma was a teenager like in the late 1920s. Alright, so we gonna send all these celebrities and stuff that say ain't nothing changed, it's still the same, we still oppressed, white supremacy, it's ain't nothing changed. But the date of the year, the number on the year. That's what they say. Take them jokers to the time machine, LeBron, all them. Take them to the time machine, take them back in Georgia or Alabama or Mississippi or Tennessee or Arkansas in the 20s, drop them off, say in 30 days we gonna come and get you, and we gonna see if it's the same. Okay, we'll give them some clothes for that time, and we'll tell them to we'll give them 30 days or 60 days. That'll be long enough. So we're gonna see if it's the same. I bet they'll shut up then. None of these athletes getting thrown at like Jackie Robinson, stuff like that. Bill Russell, Jesse Owens. Ain't none of that happening to them. Angela Yee said, we talk about Trump, not Biden. Exactly. They try to, they talk about Trump, but when she bring up the potential running he going against, we ain't talking about him. Anders Gray said, if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about all of it. They hate that. Yeah, Angela Lee's an idiot. I ain't really, just like the longest I ever listened to her in interviews and stuff, she an idiot. Exactly. Yeah, they don't have to be in the 20s. The 20s were rough and stuff. The 60s were rough too. Yeah, you're right. The 60s were rough too. Yeah, just send them to the 60s. and they'll have a reality check then. Exactly. They look up to them. I ain't see, when all this was going on with the George Floyd thing, I ain't see nobody post anything what a mayor said, what a police chief said, what a congressman said. You know, they scatter. Uh, Yeah, they don't post anything like, oh man, this congresswoman said this. Even the black ones that they support, they ain't post nothing like that. They just post T.I., Scottie Pippen James, stupid John Legend, and they just post celebrity crap with Nick. They ain't post nobody that can actually do something. You know, like a congressman. Even if I don't agree with it, at least they can do something. They just post celebrities and athletes, rappers, and all of that. That's all they post. They can't do nothing. These people want to make it seem like we don't got it so hard today when we don't. Yeah, compared to how it was, we don't. I mean, we got obstacles and stuff. I ain't gonna say, oh, we don't have no we got obstacles, but these obstacles are molehills compared to the stuff that people had to do when it really was white supremacy and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you right about the anthill analogy. Yeah, they'll go back. Oh man, to bring us back, it'll be like the first day. No, it's the same. So they'll be, it'll be some kind of way they could communicate to us. They'll be, please, send me back. I said no. You remember, it ain't nothing changed. So it ain't nothing changed from 2020. So nothing should be changed in 1920, right? Except we don't have electronics and stuff. That's the only change. But you said racism and white supremacy is the same back then as it is now. So why you want to come back? Because it's the same, so you should know how to handle yourself. You know. you know. Okay, it's the same, remember? Only thing missing is you'll have a cell phone or the internet or little stuff like that. But the racism still the same. And they'll be crying, especially Jamel Hill. I bet they'll chain they tuned in. Oh. Like, they'll call people Toms and see, this what I call a sellout, okay? If I'm profiting, if I'm profiting for it, there'd be just one example. I go to my old neighborhood, right? If I make it, I go to my old neighborhood, make a show, and instead of being legitimate, I'll mock the people living there and make fun of how they talk and stuff like that. I'm black and I'm making fun of them, and mocking them and stuff like that. Then that's a sellout and a Tom and stuff like that. That being a Tom, I ain't ashamed where I come from. Would I want to go back? No, I don't want to go back where I was born, was raised at. But if I, make a documentary or something, it won't be them mocking. Oh, look how they talk. Look how they look. That being a sellout and a Tom. Saying that black on black crime is should be one of the first thing we address. How that being an Uncle Tom? That don't even make any sense. And then one of Uncle Tom would like black on black crime to continue. That'll be that that'll be a they line of thinking, right? Shouldn't they want black people to keep killing each other and not getting jobs and going to jail and stuff? That don't even make any sense. What they call people a tone when they say black on black crime is the biggest issue we should address. Do ants have more tenacity? Exactly. They'll be. I don't know what they'll. I give LeBron props for building the school and stuff. He do little stuff, but he be the main one on the front line. So I expect him to do more than what he doing. If he just doing a little, then okay. You shouldn't ask him to do more than what he was doing. But he on the front line of it. So he should be doing more. And then now he starts some stuff. We're going to try to get, the voting project to get people to vote. See, they line the thinking is, if we get Trump out of the office, all our problems would be solved. It's not. It would not be. Okay? You had Obama for 8 years, the same stuff was going on. So the person in the White House ain't going to change this and ain't going to change people's mindset. You think them people who did all them shootings in Chicago, you think if Obama was in the White House, they wouldn't do the shootings? They still would have did it. So it don't matter who in the White House. Or who the mayor or who the governor and stuff like that. LeBron, You think they would have said, oh man, Obama the president, so we finna have these shootouts on Father's Day weekend. They still would have did it. So he thinking that getting the person out of the White House would change everything. It won't. They had him for 8 years. It didn't change anything in that aspect. And black people think that's the reason because all of this, And then, to be honest, I think Trump will get reelected. But let's just say he don't. It's still, all this Chicago stuff still gonna go on. All this still gonna happen. So, then I'm saying, okay, the new president, Scottie Pippen Jr., it's still happening. Now what? Are you gonna hold his feet to the fire? Or you just gonna ignore it? Like you been doing. Yeah, see, that's why I think these people disingenuous. These rappers, they were shouting them out in songs. They was in, quoting themselves at the Black Trump. Soon he ran for president, he all these vile things and stuff. Why y'all wasn't saying it before? Yeah, he was talking about the Chicago thing. You would think that'd be a good thing. I'd be like, yeah, man, cause my kid, we can't even go to the park, man. I'm afraid my kid will get shot, or I'm gonna get shot. And we say that they'll try to turn it to a racist thing and push back and stuff like that. Like you said, they spit it into something else. I said, won't you be like, yeah, do it. See, if they didn't like Trump, they'll say, yeah, do it. This how they should approach that. We go clean up Chicago so it won't be that many crime. They should say, yeah, do it. And if he don't do it, then get on him and say that he ain't come through and stuff. They don't want him to attempt to do it. Sound like I'll be like, yeah, do it. And then if he don't never do it, then we could call him a liar and he don't come through his promises, and Chicago still messed up and stuff. So you can't. So people can't put that on him if he said he was gonna do it, and y'all complaining about him saying he was gonna do it, and don't want him to do it. You know, come on. You can't have it both ways. Yeah, they don't want him to get the credit. And my mind, my way of thinking is, if he could stop these people shooting 3-year-olds with stray bullets and stuff, I don't care if he get the credit or not. That'd be my thinking, you know. But they so fixated on what he'll say about the credit and stuff. They'll just rather have the violence keep going, long as he don't do it. They don't want him to do it, you know. And I brought a question to somebody. I said, okay, man, let's just say you had your kid, you know, hypothetically. I asked somebody this. I said, man, let's just say your kid had terminal cancer, and only this one doctor could do it to cure your daughter, get the cancer out of your daughter. But you find out that he's a racist and stuff. He write racist posts and stuff. You know, would you let him perform the operation on your daughter? You know, they'll say they say he say yeah. I said, well, then what's the difference between Trump? If Trump is a racist, like you said, let him clean up Chicago and stuff. You know, so it shouldn't matter who do it. But I guarantee you, it'll be some people. If I bring that question out, it'll be some people who say no. They won't they'll just let their daughter die before that'll happen. And that's selfish as I don't know what. You know. Yeah, let's stop the murders in Chicago. That's racist. How? Okay, if it is, let them stop the murders. You know, let them go ahead and do it. Yeah, it shouldn't matter who do it. You know. I mean, my apartment catch on fire, and the firefighter saved me. And I later find out he wrote racist posts or something. You know, what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna, I guess, go back into the fire. I guess. You know. Or if they don't want him to do it, okay, if they don't want him to clean up Chicago because they scared he'll get the credit or whatever, why they ain't getting the local politicians and stuff to do it then? Or the government, the Illinois governor, and keep it in state then if they don't want Trump to get the credit. Why they ain't doing it that way then? A state level or a local level. You know, they ain't even doing that. You know, they ain't doing nothing. They just vote for these people and they just tell them lies, and you would think they'll learn their lesson. They'll vote for them again, you know. And then the city will still be a war zone, a killing field, and they'll vote for them again. And then another person from the other party say that I could clean it. But then what'll happen? It'll be another Republican, for example. He'll come around and say, well, I want to be the mayor of Chicago. I know what it takes to clean the city and stop this killing and stuff. But the person they've been voting for, the only thing they got to say is the Republican is a racist. That's all they got to say. And then, no matter, it don't matter that the man say he'll clean up the city and people will stop getting murdered. The racist thing or supersede that. They're more important to them if the person is a racist or not versus if the person can fix the city, which is stupid to me. You know. You know. I said, well, if you're a racist, um, um, okay, we get that he a racist. Well, if he can fix the city, let him. You know. If he said he can fix this city, and this guy and the other person we voted for, he been elected 2-3 times, ain't nothing changed. If this the other guy racist, but he say he got to fix the city, I will vote for him then and see if he fix the city. And if not, we just go vote him out. You know, what he is shouldn't matter. Long as he do whatever he said he was gonna do, or we gonna try to get whatever we could get out of him. You know, approach it that way. Like this guy racist, but we gonna try to get what all we need out of him. You know, and see what he'll do with. They should just do it that way then. You don't have to like the person. If he a racist, he say, okay, I'm a racist, but I'm a pardon these black people out of prison. You know, I say, okay. You know, what they gonna say no? Huh? Yeah. That, you know, it's just a crazy way of thinking, man. I mean, y'all vote for the person. You should vote for the person where he or she could bring to the table. And we got problems, and he or she said they could fix them. They personal life, unless they doing some illegal stuff, you know, like children or you know, like doing stuff like that. Then yeah, don't vote for them. But if the man say, hey man, if a Facebook post said he had some racist stuff on the Facebook post years ago, but he the current mayor, and black crime went down, black unemployment went down, black jobs went up, black businesses been created. He got all this going, and a post came out that he made, I don't know, years ago, that him wearing blackface. Them woke people, they'll try to vote the man out. Although he cleaned up the city and everything, they'll vote him out because of that. You know. Or they'll try to get him to resign and step down. I'll be like, look man, what he did was dumb. I don't agree with it. But look how Chicago is now, man. It's safe. You know, or whatever. So we should keep them, man. Look, all these jobs being created, people moving back into Chicago. You know, the murders went down significantly. It don't matter. He wore blackface in college. You know, that's what they'll say. And then they'll step down and they'll get some race hustler as the mayor. And then within a year or two, it'll be right back into a war zone. You know, but long the guy ain't a racist. That's all they worried about. You know, which is crazy, a crazy way of thinking. You know. You think LeBron gonna use Avery Bradley not playing that excuse? Well, he probably ain't, but the LeBron lovers are. You know, they gonna use Avery Bradley. See, they'll let that shit affect their city when they could just move on from it. Yeah, they'll now Shannon Sharp, you know, the LeBron lovers, they'll say that Avery Bradley, they'll start dissing Avery Bradley. And the white coward, because I think the white coward said he ain't gonna play. So when LeBron ultimately lose, the LeBron lover go call them cowards and you know, Avery Bradley is a bum. They go drag them two guys' name through the ringer. Okay? You know, if they lose. Oh, and then of course they gonna say this too, like you said. They gonna say this. Oh, our starting shooting guard wasn't there. You know, Avery Bradley didn't play. You know, Dwight Howard didn't play. And then they gonna go with that angle. Then the other angle is that Avery Bradley's a coward and calling him names and all this other stuff. The white coward and all of that. You know, yeah, they're gonna use that as an excuse. You know, but this the same player, LeBron, that they said that he could make anybody better. You know, anybody. So with Avery Bradley gone, they could just get somebody else. I heard they go get the drunk J.R. Smith. They go get the drunk, and LeBron should make them better. Should make them better, right? You know, he can't do it all. I said, well, Jordan could. Jordan made everybody better. You know, he didn't make everybody Hall of Famers, but he made everybody good enough so when they time up to play in the playoffs, they'll contribute. Okay. So in my eyes, that's making them better. Okay. So, you know, but LeBron can't do that. I mean, if he does, you know that's what I'm gonna say. You know, if it let's just say it be an incident like Ray Allen, he hit the shot to win. I don't care. LeBron had 60 points. Okay. If J.R. Smith hit that shot, J.R. Smith saved LeBron. And that could be my story. And I'm sticking to it. Okay? I'll say LeBron so much of a role player. It took the drunk to bail him out and to win the game. Okay? So, you know. How much will the media? Well, you know, Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright and some of these LeBron love over here, they already think he the GOAT. So him lose, and then he lost all. Look how many he lost, and they still calling him a GOAT. So one more loss ain't gonna affect that to them, to the Stone Cold LeBron lovers, but the ones that are semi LeBron lovers, they're probably, you know, first of all, they pretty much ain't calling LeBron J the GOAT. It's just a hardcore LeBron lovers like Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright and Isaiah. You know. See, so LeBron could lose 8 more finals. They still gonna say he the GOAT. See, now the ones that just regular LeBron lovers, see, they think, see, the regular LeBron lovers, see, they think that LeBron the best player in the league today, you know. But with the GOAT talk, they'll say that he could be the GOAT if he win another, you know, if he do this and this, he'll be the GOAT. But they don't say he the GOAT, you know. They say he the best player in the league, or he been the best player since he been in the league, or something. See, that what it stopped with them, you know. But hardcore LeBron look like Isaiah and Ryan and what his name? C-Nail, they be texting on here as Sly the Great. They think LeBron, Scottie Pippen J to go anyway. You know, those are hardcore LeBron lovers. You know, that dude that had the bed with LeBron James on the wall and stuff. See, he think LeBron James is the GOAT. So him lose ain't gonna change his mind. The one that was crying about he went to the game, LeBron James wasn't there. See, he already think LeBron James the GOAT. So him losing another one ain't gonna change his dad, you know. So, you know, I hope I broke it down for you. Then, well, it depends on cause you know the 3 titles, you know, I broke down why he won that. Well, you know, if he win the 4th title, he was the reason. And he win the 5th title, he was the reason. Then probably, yeah. But we know based on his other 3 rings, he wasn't the reason for them. You know, I break it down again. Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving, Richard Jefferson, Wade, Mario Chalmers, and Shane Battier. You know, and Mike Miller. You know, so. Oh yeah, man! I checked out Ticket TV. I checked out one of his shorter videos early this morning, and the video he was talking about I guess it was a college show, and he was live then. That Ticket TV guy. Um, that was like about 8 o'clock in the morning. 8, 9. Well, where I'm from in Georgia, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know where he from, but it was 9 o'clock in the morning here, and he was doing a call-in show or something. You can see the little live icon. I clicked on it, and it was like people talking, and then you know I ain't sit through that. I just scaled through one of the other videos, and then I checked them again around 5 o'clock. He did about one, two. He did about 3 or 4 videos with screaming today, and he probably on now. You know. Oh. Oh. Well, he did about 3 or 4 long videos. I guess they live videos just today alone. You know. No, y'all right. He do be doing them things. Them live videos. Cause I saw a call-in show. They were like another video. Call-in show, another video. Call-in show, call-in show, another video. Call-in show. You know. Exactly. They see Breakfast Club. They so caught up in a narrative and they talking points that they don't understand the stuff they be saying. They be either contradicting themselves or not making any sense. You know. And then also, like I said before, when I say LeBron James is a role player, I just don't talk about the 2011 series. I talk about everything from the time he quit on his team till now. And I could talk about, you can say, well, what he did in 2019 make him a role player. I could just talk about what he did then. Well, how about 2018? I could talk about what he did to make him a role player then. On back, you know. But with Trump, they got to go all the way back to the 70s to find something, you know. And something that 30 years ago in the early 90s to find something, you know. And he was just talking. I say, man, what did he, you know, did he say the N word? Did he say, because you know he didn't. And let me tell you why he didn't. Because if he did, that thing would been playing every hour on the hour, you know. I remember this, like that week leading up to the election, some women came out and said, Donald Trump assaulted me, or touched me, or groped me. After Trump won, I ain't see them no more, you know. I said, hold up now, if he did this, y'all should be pursuing this, you know. So the media dragged them out to see if they could change minds of people who were gonna vote for him, I guess. You know. But I'm getting sleepy, y'all, so I'm finna lay it down for the night. Y'all have a good rest of the day or night, depending on where y'all at, I guess. So y'all have a good one. Peace.